Hi everyone, this is Glustic, and in today's video I'll be discussing who the best Arsenal speedrunner is. If you enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like and join my Discord server. I plan on reaching 200 members soon by the end of the month, so please join. Also, make sure to join the official Arsenal speedrunning Discord. They help me a lot with the information in this video. Today I want to talk about who the best Arsenal speedrunner is. Speedrunning has been pretty popular in the community, and people who speedrun are usually very respected. It is insane how many people hit level 1000 now in Arsenal, considering everyone was shocked in 2021 when Fusion Boys hit level 1000. Time has flown really fast. Speedrunning was first introduced in early 2020 or 2019. The first players to get world records, however, was the OGs Coca-chan and Crystallize, who actually got world records before Fusion Boys. They were extremely underrated and barely anyone even knows who they are. The first world records were in Dizzy, High Frights, Glacier, and Beach. These are around a 3 to 4 minute world record. This is crazy since the average Arsenal player gets below 3 minutes nowadays. In 2019, speedrunning was extremely dead. Nobody cared about speedrunning. This is when people like Keynoth and Fusion Boys introduced this into the Arsenal community. Another thing to factor in is that there are a lot of faulty runs. This is just like Minecraft speedrunning. The amount of cheaters is absolutely insane. People like JakePool7, Aimer Thigh, and many more faked speedruns. This caused people to care less about speedrunning. There are 4 factors that can determine who the best speedrunner is. It was how many world records that person has, their consistency, their RNG, and their general movement and aim in Arsenal. All of this is extremely important. There are plenty of people that you may think is the best, like Fusion Boys, Cuzlive, or Cactus. Now these 3 are really good speedrunners, but they are nothing compared to the person who's number 1, considering they lost their consistency due to quitting the game. Cactus had a total of about 18 world records, Cuzlive had around 30, and Fusion had about 45 world records. Even if they quit, they're still only half of the world records that the best speedrunner in the game has. All of these players will be eliminated due to the fact that they do not have good consistency in the game anymore. One key thing that a speedrunner should do to prove their consistency is get high randomizer scores. The person with the highest randomizer scores currently are Nafi and Nemon. These guys are probably one of the most consistent speedrunners in Arsenal. Another thing is aim, which people like Keegan, Keynoth, and Cuzlive have, who are both R8 level in Arsenal. The big thing in speedrunning is that RNG is also a huge factor. The players in the game determine if you're going to get a world record. Worse players means higher chances, and better plays mean lower chances. Another thing to note is that late speedruns are also very overpowered. The Arsenal timer is much faster than the actual time by a few seconds. For example, 2 minutes in a competitive game could only mean 1 minute and 57 seconds in reality. Keep in mind that this is Roblox's fault, because the Roblox servers are not that good. And it is also the connection of the players. Arsenal devs have nothing to do with this. Usually people with higher ping have a higher chance of longer world records, because the timer is much faster on higher ping. This bug gave an advantage to the YouTuber Cuzlive since his time seemed much lower than the actual Arsenal timer. Now I'm not saying Cuz was a bad speedrunner, he was extremely cracked, but there are few people that can surpass his skill. This is the reason why he is not the best speedrunner of all time. Now let's get on to the point of the actual video. Let me name some of the best speedrunners in the list. Cactus, Fusion Boys, Fusion Jack, 2 Perfect, Blackouts, Keynoth, Keegan, Kalalboy, Nemon, Shrintic, Vexox, Nafi, and Cuzlive. First off, I need to eliminate the players that are extremely inconsistent or have quit. This includes Cuzlive, Fusion Boys, Cactus, Keynoth, and Fusion Jack. From the aim perspective and Arsenal skill, Vex, Keegan, Blackouts, and Shrintic are the best players in the competitive side of Arsenal. Keegan is the best player out of all of them, but he has not submitted as many world records. He has only submitted around 11 world records, which crosses him out of the list. We also need to eliminate 2 Perfect, since he is extremely washed and rarely gets world records anymore. This includes Vexox as well, since he does not have enough world records. Vex and 2 Perfect combined are still not enough world records compared to the best speedrunner. This brings us down to Nafi, Shrintik, Blackouts, Clawboy, and Nemon. This is when things start to get complicated. Nafi has one of the best randomizer scores in the game right now. He also has very decent skill, and would most likely be around R7 in Arsenal competitive. However, Nafi does not have more than 30 world records, and mostly gets randomizer world records, and not a variety of different modes. This brings me on to my next point. To be the best speedrunner, you need to be good at almost every single Arsenal game mode, and have at least one world record in them. This is extremely important since being good at the Arsenal game means you need to be good at all aspects of the game itself. This is why Blackouts is out of the list, because he is not good in a variety of Arsenal game modes. This gets us out to our last three. Let's analyze them one by one. First, let's start with Shrintik, who has extremely good aim. He is probably the second best player in the 1v1 situation here. He has pretty bad movement, however, which is why he's going to be placed third in this. Shrintik also doesn't have enough runs to compete against any of these two Arsenal speedrun gods. Sadly, this is where Shrintik has to go. Even though he's not the best, he's really OG, and one of the 30 people in the world who have reached level 1000 in Arsenal. This is going to be the grand finale. This is Nemon versus Clawboy. Nemon is the highest level player in Arsenal at the moment. He's almost level 1600. This is crazy, and he might even reach level 2000 one day. Nemon has double Shrintik's world records in Arsenal. This is crazy and mind-blowing. He also has over 1,000 personal best games too. His skill is also pretty crazy. If Clawboy and Nemon 1v1'd, I think that Nemon would 100% win. He is just cracked in Arsenal 1v1s. Nemon and Clawboy have identical consistency. They both are extremely good in randomizer. Nemon is overall better in randomizer since he gets 500 to 600 randomizer scores. In terms of late games, Nemon has more, which is a big problem here. Clawboy also has better target switching. Clawboy actually beat Draco's world record in RB battles. He is also one of the people who got sub 20 on this. With all the results added up, we can conclude that they are equal in almost every aspect of speedrunning, except for one, and that is the number of world records they have in our speedrun.com. This will determine who the best Arsenal speedrunner out there is. Nemon may have better randomizer scores and comp skill, and Clawboy may have better RNG movement and aim. To be the best Arsenal speedrunner, you need to excel and have a world record in almost every single game mode. With all the results added up, Nemon has about 52 world records. This includes plenty of late games, which again is a big problem. So now let's see Clawboy's world records. Clawboy has over 70 world records. Not only is he above a level 1000 and has beaten Draco's world record in RB battles, he also has a world record in almost every single game mode in Arsenal, and even map. He also averages about 2 world records a week. Clawboy is definitely the best Arsenal speedrunner, and I have a lot of respect for this guy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and share this video. Goodbye.